Hey y'all, I'm gonna leave a short message here about why I decided to ask my music be pulled off of Spotify. So check this out. I empathize with the people who are leaving for the COVID disinformation reasons, and I think that they should. I also think that Joe Rogan has the right to say what he wants to say. I also think that I have the right to say what I want to say. So as an artist who builds, Spotify is built on the back of the music streaming. So they take this money that's built from streaming and they pay this guy $100 million, but they pay us 0.003% of a penny. Just take me off. I don't want to generate money that pays this. Just take me off. That's where I'm at. And I know that I'm actually, to be honest with you, surprised that my statements were picked up, because I thought people weren't really going to listen to me, because that's what I'm used to from the industry. But I'm glad that I am being heard, and for that reason, I want to clarify my statements. Again, this is why. Watch this. So we know how social media can be. Things can be doctored. People are taken out of context. It's happened to me many times. However, I want to be clear, in no uncertain terms, where I stand on this is that he shouldn't even be uttering the word. Don't even say it under any context. Don't say it. That's where I stand. It's my right to stand there. I have always stood there. I have other feelings about it, but those are nuances that are not meant for this moment. He shouldn't even be saying it. And so the confluence of energies comes into play here. So now we have this person who is offensive to a lot of people, who's paid $100 million. Spotify, the backbone of Spotify is the music. So you pay the musicians that are the backbone of your business 0.003 to 0.005% of a penny, and you take this money that you generate over here, because all the rest of it goes somewhere. The subscription fees go somewhere. So you take this money that's generated over here and you use it to invest in this guy. Do what you want, but take me off. Or pay me too. And I don't just mean me, I mean us. Artists like me, pay us too. Pay podcasters of color too. So Artist Relations from Spotify called me yesterday, and they asked me what I want, and I've been thinking about this all night. I'm not going to say it all here, but what I want to say to you is something that I already knew, but I want you to know that they said it last night. Most of the streams on Spotify are Black music, but we know that if you're paying attention at all, you understand the role of Black music in this world. So that's a deeper nuance. There's the musicians, there's the Black music that is the backbone of the whole music industry, that's the backbone of Spotify too, who are historically underpaid and mistreated and all this stuff. Just there's a historical context here that makes all this matter. And then there's this guy, and you take this money and you pay this guy who says this stuff? No. And so it took Anil Young to open the door for someone like me, but I walked through it because I've been standing at this door for a long time. One of the hashtags I put on my post, the written one, was, what if we all leave? And that's what I'm trying to see if we could get to happen. What if we all leave? Then we can start having a conversation. It can go from a conversation to a negotiation. So that's where I'm at, y'all. And I'm going to get into my day. All right, y'all.
Come on.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
I'm your host, Mikhail House.
I am the RTJ.
What are we talking about today for the people?
Today we're talking about how everybody is wanting to pull their stuff from Spotify because of Joe Rogan.
You know, I will have to say that this is going to be a quick episode for me. I'll have to say I'm completely disappointed with Joe Rogan. I've really looked up to Joe Rogan in the perspective of his podcast is actually dope. He's talked about a lot of really dope topics. I respect him, being a, fellow martial artist, just getting his black belt a couple years ago. Like I've really fucked with Joe Rogan, and I didn't even know that he used the word nigga so extensively on his fucking show until we have our celebrity, our black beautiful queen sister, that points out the fact that this motherfucker has been loosely using the word nigga like it's okay on his show.
And this is why I got to look at this deeply. Well, I did look at it deeper because NDRE does not come out and talk.
At all.
When was the last time you heard something from NDRE?
Brown skin.
My point is that.
You know I love your brown skin. Man, oh my God. That was like one of the best songs of the era. People were upset that NDRE didn't win that year, Artist of the Year, when she was head up against Alicia Keys. We was like, why the fuck didn't NDRE win? She had a dope album, dope music, dope concept. We was like, oh, because Alicia Keys is light skinned. We got it. No problem.
But getting back to it, so with that being said, that like she doesn't come out to speak. And when she came out this time, she put it in perspective, and it just kind of falls on the back of everybody else already having complaints about Joe Rogan. Right. He is a shock jock, so to speak. But she puts it more deeply, like you're paying this guy $100 million, but you're paying him $100 million off the backs of the artist. Can he be considered an artist?
Who?
Joe Rogan.
No, you're right. He's being paid from the money off the backs of the artists that are actually bringing all the streams to the platform. People who are actually going to Spotify, they're going mainly because of the artists and
because of the music.
Right? Spotify is not largely a podcast-centered platform.
But they're trying to make it one.
They're trying to make it one, but that's not what, the backbone of Spotify was built on. It was built on streaming music.
Uh-huh.
So now, to play devil's advocate, there are country people, country music, contemporary pop. There's all different types of music.
Yeah, there's all different types of music, but it's still music.
It's still music in general.
Yeah.
I agree. So, some people would say, oh, well, NDRE is upset. Well, there's all different types of music, and she's not the only, and black people don't make the only. I get it, right? But my thing is, I would say that I feel like every fucking artist in the history of music that are on streaming platforms, I feel like all these motherfuckers should pull their fucking music off these platforms and demand more money. Like, if you're going to be giving Joe Rogan $100 million, but you're giving, like she said, artists
0.0,
like
0.003
fractions of a penny
yeah.
per stream, but then you give this man $1 million. Even if $100 million. Even if you want to say, you know what, artists that are in the industry that have their music on our platform, yes, we're going to give you guys a penny or a fraction of a penny per stream, but we're going to give you guys incentives. You can't even give artists incentives to say that, hey, if you get 1 million streams or 1 billion streams, you get bonus money or whatever. Like, there's no kind of benefit to the artists. You know what I'm saying? I feel like artists should have a little bit more buying power and leverage as it relates to streaming. When streaming came into the industry, when streaming hit the market, it hurt a lot of artists.
Yes.
And a lot of artists had to figure out how to pivot because now album sales have plummeted. Album sales are already going down the downward spiral before Spotify and streaming.
And I think it's, what is it, like 100 streams for one album sale?
Now, I don't necessarily have the numbers in front of me.
I think that's what it is.
No, but it's more than that. It's like, 1,000, 10,000. Like, the number's up there.
Yeah, it's a high. Yeah,
it is a high number. We're talking about, like, I think it's like 100,000 streams for like $1 or some shit like that. Like,
I'm talking about just for one album sale.
No,
like one album.
No, but you have to also look at too. Like, one album sale, we're talking about $15, $20, right? So most of these guys, we're talking about, like I said, 100,000 streams, 10,000 streams for like $1.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So it's and my numbers may be off, but I'm just saying, like, they have to get millions and millions and millions of streams just to actually make any kind of money. But my point is this: if that translated to 1 million album sales, they'd make over $1 million. You feel what I'm saying? So here lies the issue. So I totally feel her. So it's like, why should I be getting fucked in the ass as it relates to streaming, as it relates to music, but you're giving this dude who's using the N-word loosely on his show and give him $100 million.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Black people don't stand for shit anyway.
Right.
So he can do it all he wants to. He can use the N-word all he wants to because black people don't stand for shit anyway. You guys are basically go to. There's still gonna be a majority of people that still come to my site to listen to music. There's still going to be a majority, regardless of what Joe Rogan does or not. Regardless of whether we support Joe Rogan or not, there's still going to be a huge part of the black community that goes to Spotify. So why do I worry about what NDRE says?
But that's my point. That's why when we led this conversation, I said I feel like every artist should pull their music off Spotify.
Okay, but every artist is not. Because
I said they should, but again, this is what I'm saying. That's why I feel like every artist should. They should say, you know what, pull my shit on Spotify.
Black people love chasing the dollar.
Of course, but to be
in this sense, 0.003.
To be brutally honest, though, like most artists are losing money on streaming any fucking way. A lot of times, these artists, when they sign these deals, their labels take control of where their music goes because the fucking label is like, motherfucker, we put the money up for you, so we're gonna determine where the fuck we put this shit at, where we recoup this money. We've put in our breakdown that if we put you on Spotify, Apple Play, all this shit, in 10 years with your music streaming, we'll make our money back. So they have their own plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, which is the issue when you go to a major label. Instead of doing like Chance the Rapper and staying independent and making your money that way. You know what I'm saying? When you have full control over your own music. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
so Crit, staying fucking independent. Like that's the name of the game because you maintain control of your music. I'm extremely disappointed in Joe Rogan, bro. Like I never even knew that Joe Rogan was fucking throwing around the N-word like that, bro. Like I
didn't either.
I didn't even know. Like if it wasn't for NDRE like making this be known, I would have never fucking knew that Joe Rogan would do some shit like that, bro. I'm extremely disappointed.
I'm not gonna say disappointed because of what he's a shock jock. Did I ever see him doing it? No, I said never seen him doing it.
Whether he's a shock jock or not, I always felt like Joe Rogan had better sense than that, bro. I always felt like all the fucking things he talked about, the controversial perspectives he talked about, I felt like he had more fucking common sense than to be sitting here loosely saying the N-word. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit taken back by Joe Rogan. Like I've been cool with Joe Rogan. Like, yo, like ever since Fear Factor, like I'm like, and I saw him fight that dude on fucking in the episode when the dude was disrespecting some chick. Yeah, it was a guy on the fucking Fear Factor disrespecting some girl, and he was like, don't talk to her like that. The guy ran up on Joe, and Joe fucking like hemmed him up, threw him back, and like touched him up a little bit, and then got back to the show. And I was like, oh, okay, Joe Rogan standing up for women. Like, I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And then knowing that when I was training, I saw, oh, shit, he takes jujitsu. So I was like, oh, shit, like, I fuck with Rogan. He had a podcast. I'm like, yo, this dude is cool. But I never knew he was fucking throwing around the N-word like that.
The only reason I started listening to Joe Rogan was because of Neil deGrasse.
Yeah.
That dude there's my man.
Right.
But put your phone down. Put your phone
down. Sorry. Fuck, bro. Y'all been drinking, bro. Like anyway, we started doing beer reviews and shit, bro. I've been sending drunk text messages.
So
and I'm gonna wake up sober, like what the fuck
the only way I started listening to Joe Rogan because of Neil deGrasse. I respect Neil deGrasse so much because of his ability to point out facts. This guy's buzzed.
I'm very buzzed. Yo, like, where's the beer bottle, bro?
I'm not putting them up. We did 10%. We did 9%.
Give me the beer bottle. This is a shameless plug. The fucking one we like.
Oh, the one we like.
Yo, this is our reigning champion. If you guys have not actually looked at our beer reviews, we are now doing beer reviews here on Controversy Lab. We're making a strong pivot because it's important to make sure you guys fit into a niche. In our niche, we're going to start reviewing craft beers, and we're going to start going to pubs. We're going to start going to breweries. Like, we want to start talking about craft beers, giving more awareness to beers. These guys aren't paying us. We're just doing it based on taste, flavor, and we're letting you guys know local beers that are dope, and we want you guys to actually get submerged into that. Make sure you guys go over to our actual review. I'm drunk. What's this called? La Trappe is actually a
Netherlands.
I'm sorry, it's a Netherlands beer that we reviewed. We're going to tag that review somewhere in here in this video. It's going to be somewhere. What's the matter? This is a fucked up week, bro. But what were we saying?
You talking about...
Yeah, so make sure you guys go over there. Check us out, you know what I'm saying, for our beer reviews.
Yes.
So let us know what you guys think in the comment section. But getting back to the episode.
But yeah, Joe Rogan. Yeah, I didn't see him using the N-word that much, but then I'm one of those just give somebody a chance and they'll take advantage of you. And this is how I look at it. He's been doing it. We've swept. Nobody's ever looked at it. Nobody's ever reported it because it's for once the black community.
And the main thing is because he's been premiering his podcast on YouTube. So it's his platform. He doesn't answer to
Well,
anyone.
since it's not with Spotify, he can't do it on YouTube no more.
Well, what I'm saying is the point of him transitioning to Spotify is a new thing. What I'm saying is when he started his podcast, it was on YouTube. Right?
Yeah.
So now he has a Spotify deal, $100 million. But what I'm saying is on YouTube, he could do and say whatever he wanted to because it's his platform, right? So my point is he had no one to answer to, right? And so if you did not watch Joe Rogan's podcast, you might not have known. So even with me watching Joe Rogan's podcast, I never watched every single freaking episode. You feel what I'm saying? And his episode's like an hour long. So I've never watched all of them. So I've never seen him using the N-word.
This is real funny. Want to know why it's real funny?
What?
Because he can go in there and say nigga, nigga, nigga all day. But the minute we say something about another community, the minute you and I say something about another community,
right,
we get put on punishment.
Exactly. You know, it's a privilege, brother. It's a privilege. It's the privilege that comes with the skin tone, brother. That's pretty much all it is, man. I'm disappointed in Joe Rogan. And listen, I'm behind, our beautiful black queen, man.
So what you gonna do? Are you still a Joe Rogan, I guess, follower?
I don't look at Joe Rogan the same anymore, bro. Like you using the word nigga, 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 nigga so loosely, bro. No, I'm not. No, anybody that uses like we talked about before in a previous episode, any white person or Caucasian person or European descent. If they use the word nigga, I would never look at you the same, bro. I'm going to look at you as racist. I'm sorry. Like, if you use the word nigga, like I have white friends that would never fucking say the word. That, like you said before, if they used it.
I now know who you are.
Like to be brutally honest, I have white friends that if they used it because I know who they are, I wouldn't take offense to it because I know they don't mean that, right? I know they don't hate black people. But even those people, those white friends that I have, they would never fucking even say it.
Yeah.
And they would never fucking say it.
That's my thing. Like
that's my point.
Now once you use it, I now know where to put you at, and I know that I don't want to deal with you ever again.
Yeah, so Joe Rogan is dead to me, bro. I would never watch another podcast from Joe Rogan. I'm disappointed, bro. Like I'm extremely disappointed. Like even me, like you'll never see me openly saying, "Oh, cracker this, cracker that, crack." You would never openly see me.
No, not you.
I mean, that's you. But I'm just saying me personally, because I have white friends that I love and I care about. I would never be like cracker, 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 because I know that it could affect them and make them feel a certain kind of way. Even though cracker is not the same as nigger, they will never be on the same platform. You see what I'm saying? Nor would I use wetback. I would never fucking say that.
Yeah, I've never said that before.
And I'm only saying that to convey and show and like bring it all together to show what I'm saying. And I apologize to anyone who's offended by those terms. But I'm just simply saying I would never ever leisurely use that term and act like it's fucking okay. I would never do that.
Yeah, I don't use that. I made a joke earlier, but it's only a joke. I have yet to ever just say cracker, and I wouldn't use wetback in any type of way. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't. Matter of fact, I just wouldn't use that. Because I know how disrespectful that it is, and I got people that I actually care about, and I wouldn't use it I wouldn't use it because I know it hurts them.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But with that being said, man, we could talk about the topic all day, but that being said, that is an episode today for Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
Let us know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Do you feel Joe Rogan? Do you agree with him? Do you feel like he's full of shit?
Do you think he's able to use the word?
You think he should be able to use the word? Do you think we're wrong or I'm wrong for saying that I won't fuck with Joe Rogan again for his comments? Let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to go over and watch our beer reviews.
Yes, beer reviews
on YouTube.
Here. Yes.
All right, we're pivoting.
Yeah, we're doing something that we're just making it for the common man.
Make it for the common man. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in for Controversy Lab. I've been drinking.
I got it from here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section.
Thank you guys for tuning in for Controversy Lab.
Yes, where controversy is key, and also make sure you put in beers that I'm stuttering. Put in beers that you want us to review, and we'll go over them. On this note, controversy's out.
Controversy out, guys.